look into the problem. This problem is actually a special case because you need to generate the side view of the plane in order to get the solution. Note down the data one by one and let us start to understand the question and solve this. Okay, now this is quite a bit of a special case problem. We have to draw a square lamina, but the thing is, as I've told you in the first position, you need to ask the questions where to draw the plane figure, whether on VP or on HP. Here it's a square lamina, so where I'm supposed to draw this square lamina, if you go on reading it, we don't have edge resting or corner resting given in this problem. That's why I said this is a special case problem, because you find it quite different compared to the previous ones that we have solved. But note that it is given in the very beginning of the question. The top view of a square is going to look like a rectangle. Where will you draw the top view? The top view is always drawn on the horizontal plane. You just refer to the previous problem. There it was given the rectangle appears like a square in the top view. Lamina is rotated till it appears as square in the top view. So here we have the square in the top view, which means that in the previous position the original lamina was rectangle here. Now over here the original lamina is square, which is going to look like a rectangle in the top view, which means that if you want the rectangle in the top view, in the previous position you must have the original shape of the plane, that is square. So we need to draw this square in the horizontal plane itself. So you can measure 30 millimeters vertically. Now the plane is looking like plane in HP. It will look like a line in the front view. You can get it by drawing projection lines from all the corners. So first point will be A, next will be D. For what angle you have to incline this, it is not given. Instead, it says that the top view is going to look like a rectangle of 30 by 20 millimeters. So this 30 millimeters vertical will remain as it is, and when we are inclining this front view, this 30 millimeters will go on reducing. Till where this should be reduced is, it should become a dimension of 20 millimeters. This is quite similar to the previous problem what we did, where the rectangle was looking like a square and we found out the angle. You can draw projection lines horizontally because the vertical dimension remains same, 30 millimeters. You can choose any point here. The vertical dimension remains same, 30 millimeters. This horizontal distance is going to change to 20 millimeters, as you see here, 30 by 20. So we have 30 vertical, the horizontal distance is going to become 20 millimeters. Measure 20 millimeters. Now this horizontal 30 is reduced to 20, which means that this true length, this apparent length. We get the true length here because the lamina is parallel here. This 30 is reduced to 20 here because this lamina is going to be inclined to some angle here. Keep the left point on XY line only, that is A dash D dash. That is A dash D dash. And the points B, C, that is B dash C dash, will not be on XY line because it's going to be rotated. So we don't know where this B dash C dash is going to be found, but one thing is known, it should be found on this projection line only. Now we do not know the angle here, but we know the distance from A dash to B dash. So we have A dash here, I know that B dash C dash should be found here. So you can measure this distance from the first position and cut the arc from here. When we measure this angle, you are going to get an angle of 48 degrees. Now let us just cross check the checklist. We have drawn a square of 30 mm. The top view of square is a rectangle of 30 by 20 mm. Now this condition is still pending. The inclination of lamina with VP and HP has to be found. So these two things are still pending. Now in a square we have all the four sides equal, but it says the longer side is parallel to HP and VP. When it is looking like a rectangle, then we find the longer edges. We'll select the longer edge, one that is on the left side, because we always choose the one that is on the left side in all our problems. It is just a process that we follow. It is not that you should not select the right side edge. We are just following the left side edge. So here also we'll select the left side edge. Right now you can see this longer edge that I am selecting here, AD. So this AD should be made parallel to HP as well as VP. For the current position what we have drawn in the first and second position, the edge AD is already parallel to HP. How? How means, you just see, if I have a square lamina, if I keep it on the horizontal plane, this is a horizontal plane, this edge, that is AD, is already parallel to the horizontal plane. If this is AD, this is already parallel to the horizontal plane. Even if I tilt it, this AD will be still parallel to the horizontal plane. So already I have the longer side parallel to horizontal plane. All that pending here is to VP. Now this is the condition with VP now. You just need to make the longer side parallel to VP. Condition with VP, you will be drawing it in the opposite plane, that is HP. If you check the position of AD over here, it is right now at 90 degrees. This is AD which is vertical, which means that it is at an angle of 90 degrees with respect to XY line. So take this AD which is vertical and make it horizontal. So when AD comes here, it becomes parallel to the XY line and it will satisfy this condition. We know the length of AD, that is 30 millimeters, which is parallel to the XY line. Now it is clear that the longer edge is made parallel to the XY line in HP, which means that the longer side is made parallel to VP. From here, to get the final position, draw the projection lines to the front view. A to A dash. We get new points above A and A dash. Horizontally, we'll get new point A dash. Join this with a dark line. This will give us the solution for the problem, but it is also asked that you need to find the inclination of lamina with both HP and VP. Remember, in any question, when you find or when you want to find out the inclination of lamina with both HP and VP, when this word appears in the question, both HP and VP, it means that this problem needs a side view. In order to get the solution, you are supposed to generate the side view for this problem. You can generate either a right side view or a left side view. You know the basics of side view, which you might have learnt in projection of points already. So here we'll just take the right profile plane because I have some space here and I have the final position in the rightmost part. So I'll take the right profile plane for this problem. To get the right profile plane, you draw a vertical line which will be a reference line with respect to VP and right profile plane, which we'll name it as X1, Y1. So this is right profile plane, which will be found next to the vertical plane. Why we move to side view whenever the question is asked with respect to HP and VP? Because in the side view only you will get you will find the inclination of lamina of both HP and VP. It is found only in the side view. Since it is asked in the question to find out the inclination with both planes, side view is required. In many problems, this inclination of lamina with HP and VP will not be asked. In that case, side view is not required. Since it is asked here, side view is required. To generate the left side view in the right profile plane, draw a 45-degree line next to the horizontal plane, that is below the XY line. Connect point by point. You have done the side view for points, which means that you would have generated the side view for a single point. Here you repeat the same 4 times because we have 4 corner points here. Like, forget about B, C, D, concentrate only on A. If I draw a projection line from A, draw a horizontal line till it touches 45-degree line, and then you take it vertically till it reaches the projection line from A dash. Here I have A dash, so imagine a projection line which will be coming exactly on XY line itself. So draw a vertical line from here. This point will give you the side view of point A, that is A double dash. Repeat it with remaining points. Forget ADC, concentrate only on B. When you draw a horizontal projection line from B till it meets the 45-degree line, and then take a vertical line till it reaches the B dash from the vertical plane. You draw a horizontal line from B dash. So where it intersects, that will give you the point B double dash. Now for side view of C, B and C will overlap. So C also line will be same, C dash line will also be same, which means that the same point represents the side view of C as well. So C double dash is also found on the same point. When we check for D also, D projection line falls along with A, D dash line also falls along with A dash. So the same A double dash will be also D double dash. So here we have 2 points, A double dash and D double dash. Here we have 2 points, B double dash and C double dash. Join these with a dark line, that will give you the side view of the plane. After generating the side view, measure the angle with respect to the horizontal line, that will give you the angle with respect to HP. Measure the angle with respect to vertical line, this will give you the angle with respect to VP, because this horizontal line will represent the horizontal plane in the right profile plane, and this vertical line will represent VP. Measure the angle with respect to horizontal and vertical lines and mention them as the angle with respect to HP and VP. That completes the problem and you have the solution. For any doubts or clarifications, you can drop a comment or contact me through my mail ID.